Caleb FaceTimed me after just saying, hey, super happy for you, proud of you. It's just the beginning, got a lot of work to do. We're going to be tough on you. Let's go win games. And Cole, he sent me a text, kind of the same message, just appreciating. He said, congrats, let's get to work, let's go win games. So
to play for our Chicago Bears. Joining us on the Yingling guest hotline on Waddle and Silvy is Colston Loveland on ESPN 1000. Colston, how you feeling today?
No, I'm doing great. I couldn't be better. How you doing?
We're doing great. What was the bigger celebration for you? When did you get after it more? After getting drafted last night or for your 21st birthday, which was a couple of weeks ago?
Definitely getting drafted last night. I kept it chill for my 21st.
I mean, almost 24 hours later, Colston, is this kind of a surreal moment for you, or is this something you had prepared for all your life?
It's definitely something I prepared for all my life, but I think it's surreal too. You work for this all your life and it's finally here, but it's really just the start. We got a long ways to go. But I'm super happy to be here. I love Chicago and I'm ready to roll.
You mentioned yesterday when you were talking to the play-by-play voice of the Bears, Jeff Joniak, that you have some family who are Bears fans. Growing up in Idaho, how did that happen? Who are they? Who are the Bears fans?
Yeah, well, he was my defensive coach, linebackers coach, Kelly Jennings. He's huge Bear fan. My weights teacher, huge Bear fan. That's just kind of in Idaho growing up. There's no pro teams. You can kind of just pick and choose what you want.
Did you have a feeling that the Bears were interested? How much contact had you had with them prior to the draft?
So I had a formal with them at Combine, and that felt good, but I didn't think anything too crazy. And then at Pro Day, they came, and we had like an hour and a half meeting, install, watching tape while I was on the board. And after that one, I felt really good about it. But obviously, you never know. But I felt good about it.
When the night began, where did you think you were going?
I thought the Bears was a possibility. I thought the Colts was a possibility. I thought Denver, Chargers. I had no clue.
You thought your old coach was going to find a way to grab you and take you out to Los Angeles, huh?
I thought he might, yeah.
Yeah.
But there's no place I'd rather be.
We have not seen Ben Johnson in action except in a press conference. So can you tell us what the hour and a half with him when you guys were breaking down film was like? What is he like while you're talking ball with him?
Just super dialed. He was just super dialed in. He had his little nuggets and asking questions while we're breaking down my film, but just super dialed in. We felt like we were on the same page with a lot of stuff, talking through option routes or, whatever the route may be, just kind of breaking it down. And, he's nodding his head, just kind of agreeing on stuff. And just love his energy too. He's got a lot of energy. Very exciting. Likes to be up and going, and which I love, and I love matching that energy. So I think I'm glad he's here, and I think he's going to take Chicago to the next level.
We played earlier today, Colston, the call of when Ryan Poles got you on the line, and then you were talking to Ben. You could see, not only you could hear how excited you are, but you can see how excited Ben Johnson was. And he made a point to say that you're his first draft pick. Is that a big honor to be somebody's first draft pick, that they have that much faith in you?
Yeah, definitely honored. Like I said, I'm blessed to be able to be in this position to be here right now. I appreciate Coach Johnson for believing in me, and the Bears for believing in me. And like I said, I'm just excited to get going. It's a good start, but we got to go win some games now.
Was this year difficult personally for you in any way? I mean, JJ was a good friend of yours, leaves and goes to the Vikings last year. Obviously, the quarterback situation's in flux at Michigan. You personally, your stats this year weren't what they were last year. We talked to your coach Moore, a little bit earlier, and he called you a very selfless player, a guy that only wanted to win and didn't care about himself. Was there any moment this year where you felt like, man, I'm going to be in the draft this season, I wish that the ball was coming my way more frequently?
I always wish the ball was coming my way more. That doesn't matter how many touches I get, I just like getting the ball. But there were some times it was frustrating, injury too, just losing games. but I think it's just important to learn from them and, learn from the hard times and when you're struggling, and ultimately become a better man, and you learn lessons and become better after. So I'm glad I got to experience that and kind of see how that works and see how to, battle through adversity. So yeah, I'm glad I went through that because it made me better for sure.
It seems like, you tell me, it seems though to me that you went through almost everything at Michigan, right? With some controversy, with finally breaking through and winning a championship, coming back, the pressure this year, going through the ups and downs. What'd you learn most? And would you say that you pretty much saw everything?
Yeah, definitely seen a lot for sure. I don't know if we've seen like 2020 Michigan, but we seen a lot. But I learned so much throughout Michigan. It's such a great program, and the people in the program is what makes it, and the culture and everything about it. I mean, it's a great spot to be. So, I think Michigan, they're going to stay on top. Like, we're never going to have – there's no losing seasons coming in the near future. I feel good about how Michigan's going and how we did. Obviously, I feel like we left some things on the table this last season, but sometimes that's how it goes. And like I said, you got to learn from it and just get better from it.
Waddle, my co-host, who used to play for the Bears, and his quarterback in the NFL was Jim Harbaugh, your former coach. They used to run the town.
I don't know if we ran the town.
Colston, they were on a billboard. There was a billboard off the Kennedy Expressway. It was a picture of Harbaugh, Waddle, and then next to them was Michael Jordan. That's how big they were.
That's true.
True. You guys were definitely running the town then. Yeah.
No, we weren't. No, I know. Okay, maybe we were. 58-year-old me will not confirm that at all.
What was your first impression when you heard from Jim Harbaugh and you met him?
You're saying high school?
Yes, the first time that you met him and talked to him.
Yeah, I loved him off the rip. I thought real dude, super genuine. He'll always keep it 100 with you, good or bad, and just the energy he has. Like, he just lights up a room when he comes in. He's always got a good attitude, always smiling, cracking jokes, just talking ball, always talking ball, which I love. I love him. Shout out Coach Harbaugh. That's my guy.
Yeah, I've got some stories I can share with you when you get to town if you want. But on a different note, is there a good Jim Harbaugh story from practice or a game or a situation that you can share with us?
There's so many. But I think like just one memory that comes to mind is like fall camp last year, 2 years ago, or 2 years ago or 3 years ago. It was we had like a 3-hour practice, and then we have what's called like a fourth quarter finisher, which is like a 30-minute workout we do after practice. Coach Harbaugh, he was doing it with us, and I believe his shirt might have been off. He was grinding. I mean, he was grinding in the khakis though, khakis. But no, like just stuff like that. Like, he just does stuff that he just doesn't care. He just does whatever he wants.
I can't guarantee you that Coach Ben Johnson is going to be shirtless with khakis and doing the same, but that's what you want as a player, isn't it? You want a guy who it means as much or more to him as it does for you.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
And that's quite evident, certainly in Michigan, and I think you'll find that here in Chicago as well. You mentioned earlier, some of the injury issues as well. Are you going to be full speed for mini camps, or will it take until training camp? Will you be full go?
So right now I'm 3 months out, 3 more months until I can do contact. But I can run and catch balls right now. So I'm looking to do some stuff at mini camp for sure.
Okay.
Is this true? Something that I read, did your doctor send out a letter to every NFL team assuring them that you will be okay, like you just said?
Yeah. Yep. He did.
Well, why was that important? Yeah. Go ahead.
I think it's just important. Sorry to cut you off. I think it's just important because it's unknown. A lot of people don't really know. Like, it's good to know the procedure, know what's happening, know the timeline, and then it's even better to know 2 months, 3 months out. Like, oh, he's really good. He's on track right now, looking good. So it was just just to confirmation, just let everyone know that it's going good.
What about J.J. McCarthy? We heard that he was at your draft party, that he flew out there, and has the trash talk already started between the Bears and Vikings?
Yeah, right when I seen him, he was talking fast. I said, all right, we'll see. But no, yeah, that's my guy. I'm glad he got to come out. But it's gonna be a little rivalry between me and him for sure.
Have you had any other contact with any of the Bears players? Did Caleb give you a call? Did maybe Cole Kmet, anybody else reach out to you?
Yeah, Caleb FaceTimed me after, just saying, hey, super happy for you, proud of you. It's just the beginning, got a lot of work to do. We're going to be tough on you. Let's go win games. I mean, Cole, he sent me a text, kind of the same message, just appreciating. He said, congrats, let's get to work, let's go win games. So that meant a lot for sure. I'm just ready to meet all the guys and get to work.
Colston, how would you describe yourself as a player? Like, is there a guy in the league that currently now that maybe you modeled your play after or that is comparable? How would you describe yourself?
Yeah, I'd say like Sam Laporta.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say that's a pretty similar comp.
And that's something that Ben mentioned to you as well, did he not, that you reminded him of Sam?
Yeah, yep, he did say that.
Colston, before we let you go, Joniak, who is the play-by-play voice of the Bears, when he was talking to you, he alluded to you growing up on a farm in Idaho. You know, I grew up in the Chicago area in a suburb. Waddle grew up in Cincinnati. Like, what are we talking about here? What kind of farm life are we talking about? What were your duties?
We're talking 3,500 people live in the town. So before my parents split, my dad worked on a farm. But like my grandparents got a ton of land, farm, and my aunt and uncle, they got a bunch of cows and farmland. So we'd always just help them brand calves, fix fence, pick rocks. I mean, whatever work needed to be done.
We do that here in Chicago in the suburbs too, so you'll fit right in. It's going to be great. Yeah, absolutely. That's all we do.
Put up.
Yes, there is. Well, we're going to put you to work with that.
Yeah,
for sure.
I got a company that could use you.
Yeah.
And then also give us a scouting report of your basketball game.
Basketball. I'm decent at basketball. I ain't shot a ball in a minute now. But yeah, I like basketball. I'd say I'm decent.
Okay. All right. Well, we appreciate you. Thanks for joining us, and we can't wait to watch you play. Thanks so much. Congrats.
No, thank you guys so much for having me on. I appreciate it.
There he is, Colston Loveland, the new Bears tight end.